Hi everybody, it's Birdie, and it's fall. Time for some warm, comforting desserts. I had a request for pumpkin rolls, so I've got my supplies here ready. I have my special towels that I use to wrap them up. As you can see, I used to make quite a quantity at a time. I don't do that anymore, but I am going to make 2 today. So I need you need a tea towel, a clean tea towel. I keep these separate just for making pumpkin rolls, and they get washed a special way and dried and put away. Safe for being up close with food like they are. And then you need a sheet pan and some parchment or wax paper. I've used both. And I use Crisco. And I'm going to grease my pan. Then I'm going to put my parchment on that. And then I'm going to grease the parchment paper too. I'm going to spread out one of my tea towels and put about a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, maybe a little more, where I'm going to put the cake part of the pumpkin roll. That's going to be flipped out onto that tea towel. So you want to get that ready before you get them in the ovens, or you can do it while you're waiting for them to bake. And we're going to need flour, baking soda, baking powder, regular white sugar, the canned pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix, eggs, cinnamon, cloves, and salt. I'm going to have the recipe for you in the description. And for the inside, the cream cheese filling with more powdered sugar, butter, and vanilla. You can also add nuts if you'd like. And I just have this out to show you now, but I'll put this away because you don't need the filling ingredients until later. Here's my pan. We have it Criscoed, parchment papered, Criscoed again, and floured, lightly floured. My oven's preheating to 375, and as you can see, I have an assembly line thing going here. In the smaller bowl, I have my flour, my dry ingredients, and I just measure each one out. The wet ingredients, and I put my spices in here. I don't know, I just think they get mixed up better. I've always done it that way. So we have flour, baking soda, salt, and then I do egg, sugar, pumpkin, and spices. Just measure for however many I'm making. I whisk up my dry ingredients, and then I whisk my eggs and start adding everything else in. And this saves time doing it this way, I feel. And you know how to save money? It's holiday time. Buy your baking supplies now. When flour and sugar and spices and chocolate chips and nuts and all that good stuff go on sale, try to figure out how much you'll need for the year for whatever you make and buy it now. And store it properly, and you'll have it for whenever you need it at the best price. I just add my dry ingredients into the bigger bowl. If your flour looks a little lumpy, I sometimes put mine through here. I also do that for my powdered sugar for the filling. Just takes a minute to sift it through there, or if you have a sifter, you can do that. I don't happen to have a regular sifter. I try to cut down on the gadgets. My batter's in my prepared pan, and I'm going to slide it into the oven, the rack in the middle of the oven, for about 12 minutes and see how we're doing. I have my next batch ready to mix together. I'm going to go get my tea towel ready with my powdered sugar. And the cooking time said 13 minutes, but I'm going to test it at 12 just to see if it springs back. And this is what the tea towel looks like with all the powdered sugar spread on it. You want it spread to where the pumpkin roll is going to land. This is the fun part. And I have paper down, another tea towel under there between this one and the paper, just in case. Because I'm weird like that. And this is where you're going to plop your pumpkin roll and then roll it up. Now while that's baking, we can do dishes and get this mixed up. Cut our next piece of parchment paper. All kinds of things we can do here in 12 minutes. We have pumpkin left we can freeze, or we can make another treat. Pumpkin chocolate chip cookies sound good, but we're gonna make something else because I have promises to keep. It's out of the oven and I just test it. I'm going like that and it puffs back up. Now we just roll. Tuck it away so it stays that way in a shape. Then we get powdered sugar everywhere. It's a tradition. And here they are. Our pumpkin rolls. They'll rest there and they'll take that shape they're rolled up in and cool. And then when they're cool, we can mix up the icing and fill them, or the filling rather. Get them packaged up and ready to go where they're going. Everything's wiped up. I don't see any powdered sugar. Might have to get the mop out. Some nice hot soapy water. Flies everywhere. The trick is to keep a hold of your parchment paper when you're laying them down. And when you're rolling, don't go so fast like I did. Make a mess. And the kitchen's clean. The stove top. I don't see any powdered sugar. For our filling, our pumpkin rolls, we need an 8-ounce block of cream cheese and 6 tablespoons of butter at room temperature. You're going to mix that up with your beaters. Add in a teaspoon of vanilla and mix that. And I'm going to sift through a cup of powdered sugar. You're going to mix in your powdered sugar, scraping down the sides of your bowl. And this is what we have. We're going to fill our pumpkin roll. We have to unroll our pumpkin roll. It's cool now. And we have our filling down, and you don't want to make it go all the way to the edge because as you roll, it will push it out. And then you just roll it up, and it has the powdered sugar on the outside that you dusted the towel with. And our pumpkin rolls are done. Wrap tightly and will last in the refrigerator for about 5 days. You can put them in a freezer bag or airtight container and freeze them for up to 3 months. And I soak my towels to get the sugar and part of the pumpkin roll that comes off. Yummy pumpkin rolls, one to share and one to keep. And powdered sugar is everywhere it wasn't before. If you missed getting it on something while you're making them, it'll go on to something while you're cleaning this mess up. I also made apple dumplings. To save money, bake your own treats. Get your ingredients when it's the lowest possible price, like during the holiday season. I will sprinkle some holiday baking footage in with my other videos during the season to give inspiration and encouragement, because it is easy to do with practice. There are also easier treats to make, like cupcakes, and decorate them for whatever season it is. Whatever it is, I can pretty much guarantee it would be cheaper than store-bought. I'm sure we'd all like to make sure our friends and families have special treats during the holiday season.